I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
I would like to see the baby.
Welcome back to the Cloudburst Star Destroyer Command Deck. I am Captain Wolfe, and today is a very special day because I am reading the pitch story at the end of my Monday stream. Every Thursday will be this type of style video, so I hope you enjoy it. If you want to have a story pitched to me for this type of event, tune into the Monday streams and pitch it, and the one that we all agree on is the one I will write throughout the week. Now, the story that was pitched, I had to tweak a bit because I'm trying to do these in 1,000 words or less flash fiction stories. However, so the story that was pitched was a guy that's a demigod, whether it's Greek, Roman, Norse, whatever type of demigod there is, ends up getting sent back in time and fighting through the gods to try to get back to the present. But I tweaked it to where instead of somebody is sent back in time and trying to fight their way forward, it is a person being trapped in a single year and constantly trying to get through or get past it to the next year. But the time god for the Greeks decided we're going to trap everyone in there for some mysterious reason that eventually gets talked through and worked out in the story. So I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, if you do want to pitch something like this or a story you want me to write, tune in on Mondays. At the end of each stream, I will ask that question and you can pitch me your ideas. Without further ado, let's get started reading. This title is Time is Unforgiving by Tim Green. Listen, the title tells you everything you need to know about my life. Being the son of Kronos isn't as fun as it seems. Don't mistake my father as the Titan Lord Kronos, however. That mistake happens all the time. Sharing a similar name to someone like that means my father can be very vengeful, which is how he's been for the last, I don't know, let me check my calendar. Oh yeah, that's right, last 1,000 years. Now, I know what you're thinking. How does a 26-year-old man from Scottsdale, Arizona know this? Well, that's just the thing. I've been alive for 1,000 years stuck in this year. You mortals think 2020 has been terrible? What did you really deal with? Almost World War III, murder hornets, a widely survivable pandemic where the solution was just stay at home? Want to know what me and the other demigods have been dealing with? Zeus got so angry with my father for this time entrapment that he nearly caused World War III for the 500th time this year. You're welcome that we kept it from happening, which much to the chagrin of Ares. That's when the lesser-known god of insects, Tithonus, don't worry, we can't pronounce it either, got pissed and sent murder hornets. With all these disputes, Apollo decided to keep you mortals out of the way with a pandemic and a stay-at-home order. Just stay out of our way and this will get done faster. I know I've been stalling with this recap of events. You would think a son of the time god would be good at managing his time, but here we are, blabbering on so we can stave off this coming conversation. I stand outside the 10-story tall white marble doors. The smell of angst and worry pour out of my pores. Poor sequence of words, but give me a break, I've never spoken to my father before. Wind whips the flames from the eternal torches throughout this never-ending corridor. The palace appeared to be inviting from the outside, but I can tell you that it isn't from the inside. I go to knock on the door, but they open before my knuckles touch, and I'm sucked in. I thought you'd never come, my father says with a booming voice, filling the eternal darkness. A single spotlight pops above me. How did I change from my normal black shirt, pants, and nail polish into this god-awful white toga with a gold rope belt? Come on now, Dad. Is this really necessary? I've never heard from you. Not in prayers, not in emails, not in Facebook messaging, nothing. And now you come to beg me to end this time entrapment? Well, yeah. I'm your only known child, and this is teetering on being childish. Childish? My father says, rising to his feet. A flame-kissed silhouette forming behind his scythe. I'm being childish? They keep me out of textbooks. They keep me from their legends and stories. They gave me a name that is way too similar to the Titan Lord, that I'm the one being childish. Kinda. I mean, look at you. You throw a tantrum at this time stuff, then run to your room and hide. Why not just end this and let's move on to the next stage of negotiation? Kronos didn't like that, as evidenced as the vase now hurtling towards my face. I quickly duck and it soars over my head, only for it to swing around and smack me in the back of the head as I stand up. Negotiate? What do I need to negotiate for? I hold all the power right now, and Zeus is powerless to say otherwise. Well, that's great and all. I'm really glad that you think so. All I needed was the doors open and distract you for a moment, I say, looking at the now floating scythe. Time to go, Hermes. What? No! Kronos dives for the scythe, but is frozen in time by a blinding gold light. Hermes races for me and rushes us back to the Council of Olympus. Standing in the center of the 12 Olympian gods, it really puts in perspective how small I really am at 6 feet tall. My clothes now back to normal. Hermes throws the scythe at Zeus, who catches it. A golden ripple flows out of the room and over the earth, freeing us from this time trap. I could feel the 1,000 years washing off of me. You've done well, boy, Zeus proclaims. Thanks, I guess? What's to happen to my father? The same thing that's gonna happen to you. Zeus points the scythe at me. Every attempt to free myself is fruitless, as if time has stopped all around me. The only things able to move are my eyes and lungs. I guess the all-powerful Zeus is a bit childish. Kronos will free himself eventually. However, you might never get free. I can't risk you running and figuring out how to free your father, or free him, and keeping us from moving forward with our plans. Plans? I think to myself. What plans are you talking about? Was Kronos really doing this to protect us from something worse? The time has come, fellow Olympians. Time to unleash the 9 wonders of the world to rid us of these pathetic humans. The council hall erupts and cheers as my thoughts dwell on my sister. I hope she can find a way to free father and I to keep this from happening. So I hope you enjoyed that story. It wasn't something I was really passionate about going into it, but after I vomited out the vomit draft and I got to editing it, I found it to be kind of freeing that it wasn't necessarily my idea, and just allowed me to write and be something productive in the space of writing again, like I was when I was doing my undergrad studies. If you would like me to continue this, because I did leave off on a cliffhanger, a lot of good writers do that, because if people like their stories and enjoy what they're putting forth, then they are more likely to want more. So ending on a cliffhanger allows you to easily get into it. So if you would like me to do this again, this story, continuing with what does the sister do, what are the 9 wonders of the world going to be doing, stuff of that nature, let me know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you all tomorrow between 6 and 9 p.m. Central Time as I stream for the 3rd time Star Wars The Old Republic. This is Captain Wolfe, signing out.
Savior, conqueror, hero, villain, savior, conqueror, hero, villain, savior, conqueror, hero, villain. You're all things, Revan, and yet you are nothing. Master, 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 listen, you talentless organic Master, Master. Down you go!